assist from the Big Red Machine Kane, Stone Cold buried The Undertaker and qualified for the 1999 Royal Rumble. But on Monday Night Raw, Mr. McMahon had a big surprise for the Rattlesnake.
We will now choose the very number that Austin will enter the Royal Rumble. Austin has drawn number 1.
This is ridiculous.
Just when it looked like the WWE chairman had gotten the upper hand on Stone Cold, the tables quickly turned.
Stone Cold Steve Austin will be the first man to enter the Royal Rumble. And the second man who will be entering the Royal Rumble will be Vince McMahon.
The stage was now set for a truly unforgettable Royal Rumble.
And here comes Austin. Mr. McMahon is running from Austin, and Austin has him in the crowd. Oh, no, this is horrible. Hey, it was a trap. The corporate team has ambushed Stone Cold.
Stone Cold was taken away in an ambulance. He's not coming back.
Wait a minute, there's an ambulance. It's Austin. Mr. McMahon, Austin's back. He's driving the ambulance. The Rattlesnake's here. He's back. What are you going to do? No. Oh. It's down to McMahon and Austin. Stunner. Austin is going to WrestleMania. Here comes Rock. And Rock is just taunting Austin. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No. Mr. McMahon has eliminated the Rattlesnake thanks to The Rock. And Austin is living.
The Rattlesnake would get one last shot at becoming the #1 contender for the coveted WWE Championship. All Stone Cold had to do was take down his arch-rival, Mr. McMahon, inside a steel cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's contest is a special steel cage match. Introducing first, from Victoria, Texas, weighing 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold is a phenomenon. More than 19,000 people on their feet for the most popular superstar in the history of the WWE. And tonight, his title shot at WrestleMania 15 hangs in the balance. He's been waiting to get his hands on Mr. McMahon, and tonight, Austin gets the opportunity.
Yeah, you're right, JR. Well, here he comes.
Look at him. Look at him.
Mr. McMahon certainly full of himself, isn't he, JR?
What human being walks like that? Only if you're Golden. Good grief.
Well, Mr. McMahon.
Good Lord. And Austin waiting in the cage. We have waited a long time to see Mr., as Briscoe would say, Mr. McMahon.
Right.
Mr. McMahon and Austin in a cage, and we're about to see him get it on. I don't think this match is going to last very long for the chairman of WWE.
Wait a minute, this match may not even get started. It looks like Mr. McMahon wants no part of getting in that steel cage with the Rattlesnake. I don't blame him. Hey, wait.
McMahon running away. McMahon running away from Austin.
Have you ever seen McMahon run like that before, JR?
Only the last time I asked him for a raise. He ran right out of his office.
And now, look at this.
Doorway, trying to kick Austin away.
Yeah, now he's not going to let Stone Cold Steve Austin inside the cage. Oh, look out.
And now Austin's toying with McMahon. I'm glad McMahon's wearing dark tights, dark clothing, because I got to believe he's scared to death. Austin.
Well, there are more than one way to get inside that cage. Looks like Stone Cold Steve Austin's going to climb up and into the cage.
And McMahon tried to climb out.
What in the world?
Austin up there on the top.
McMahon proving pretty agile.
Oh, gosh, Austin's left knee buckled. Austin's left knee, as he jumped from the cage, twisted, And now Stone Cold Steve Austin right in front of us, writhing in pain.
And look at this. Mr. McMahon sees an injured Austin. I think he's going to take advantage, JR.
McMahon very opportunistic. Austin trying to get the feeling back in that knee, trying to straighten it out. And wait a minute.
Oh, Stone Cold pulling a fast one on Mr. McMahon. What's up, guys? It's NCBornReady here, back with another episode of Austin 316 Showcase. You already know. And, yeah, at the beginning was everything leading up to this match, which also was shown at the last episode. If you didn't catch it, I'll leave the link to the playlist in the description below. But anyways, you see Mr. McMahon trying to prolong the match, and he's really scared, obviously, about trying to get in the steel cage with Stone Cold Steve Austin. But Stone Cold, he's gonna make it work. He's gonna get him involved whether he likes it or not. But now just have to rough him up, hopefully get him back inside the cage so we can get this match started. But right now we just have to damage him, throw him into the steps. So hopefully we can keep him from, there we go, keep him from getting a reversal. And we just got to injure him more, use these barricades. But he's not bad at reversals himself either, so that's one thing we can't underestimate him, because even though he's the, I guess, CEO or owner of the company, he still's got some moves of his own. He was raised in the wrestling business, so he's got that as a background.
Wow, he did not expect that to happen.
So you never know what he's gonna do, whatever he's gonna pull out.
The steel cage surrounds the ring. It is dangerous. The cage so unforgiving.
Oh, how bad does Mr. McMahon hate Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Austin should be.
Honestly, the this whole scenario type thing, I feel like in a way they kind of did the whole thing with Roman Reigns recently. At least the Royal Rumble portion of it, very similar to this one. How he came out first. He didn't have to wrestle Triple H at the beginning, but Triple H came in at the end and actually threw him over the top rope. But it was kind of similar how they both kind of got taken out without going over the top rope, because Stone Cold actually went out of the ring after Vince McMahon, but Roman Reigns got thrown under the third rope. So similar.
Oh, that's a tenor shot. That's south of the border.
And look at now, Vince McMahon, I think he feels the only safe place for him is inside that cage away from Austin. He's going to try to climb in again, but the rattlesnake going right after him.
McMahon does not, has made a bad decision here. He should have, don't leave your feet, Vince. You know there's only one way to go, and that's down for you.
Right.
Austin's got evil intentions.
Gravity will bring you down, Mr. McMahon.
What a shot right to the head. Oh, my God. Oh,
good gosh.
McMahon,
Mr. McMahon going through the table.
The announce table. And Austin is surveying his handiwork and likes what he has seen.
Oh, my God. Mr. McMahon, JR,
we need help.
We need help. 20 feet down through that, from the steel cage down through the announce table. He's history.
And they're bringing a gurney down. And
this is bad.
And Fink's here to make some sort of announcement, one would assume.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout.
Looks like the rattlesnake wants to have a few words.
Well, Finkel makes his announcement while Mr. McMahon is being attended to. He's hurt badly, is McMahon.
came here, I said I made a few guarantees going into this match, which haven't happened yet. As far as I'm concerned, the match never really started because when the bell never rang and we was never in the ring at the same time, so he ain't gonna lose that easy. Now, Jackass, that's you in the black. Is the son of a bitch still breathing? Well, since he is still breathing, if you want me to finish this can of whoop ass, give me a hell yeah.
Cause that's the bottom line. Cause Stone Cold says so.
Trying to get the chairman of WWE to safety and to get him some medical help. But Austin again coming down from the cage.
Wait a minute, Jay. What's Steve Austin? Come on, Stone Cold. I think Mr. McMahon has had enough.
Austin with those evil blue eyes. That's got evil intentions as well.
Hold it. Wait a minute. You can't do this. Not to Mr. McMahon. Oh, look out. Oh, my God.
Oh, goodness.
But an even worse landing. McMahon's head.
Can't tell you how much that probably hurt.
Cage. Face and cage. Cage wins.
Not more. No. Oh, my goodness.
All this pent-up animosity, this rage coming out of Stone Cold Steve Austin. How much more can the chairman of WWE take? We know he's tough, but how tough can any human being be with this kind of treatment?
I think the Rattlesnake wants to finish Mr. McMahon off once and for all. Now back into the cage again.
It took long enough this match to get started, and Austin wants to end it inside the squared circle. Austin.
Uh-oh, JR. Don't turn around, Mr. McMahon. You won't like the view.
Hard clothesline. What a tough start for McMahon. After all this
So you see, Stone Cold's not going to let him get out of this match that easily. Him trying to get out of this match after just getting injured. So right now we have to do a second rope elbow drop.
Goodness, the impact.
This crowd going crazy for Stone Cold Steve Austin, who wants to go to WrestleMania. But first he wants to demolish totally, physically, emotionally, Mr. McMahon.
And you're right, JR, over 19,000 people in unison cheering for Stone Cold Steve Austin. They want him to finish off McMahon completely.
Austin is enjoying this. He's enjoying his handiwork.
And here he goes.
Austin can set both feet on the floor. He wins this match.
And look at Mr. McMahon. Driven by unadulterated hatred, he's flipping off the Rattlesnake.
Now
Not a wise move.
What other chairman of a major publicly traded company would do this?
Wait, Austin going back inside the cage?
As you see, like I said in the last episode,
Mr. McMahon, you're not gonna like
it seems like all you have to do is flip somebody off in order for them to come back into the match and get right back at you. Because these wrestlers don't take that too kindly.
Austin relentless in his punishment of poor Mr. McMahon.
Austin is beating McMahon like a government mule. But McMahon is proving that he's $2 steak tough because he's got his ass whipped big time by Stone Cold Steve Austin in this steel cage match.
Oh no, but JR, when is enough? He's gonna destroy poor Mr. McMahon. And now talking smack as well.
When it comes to these two, their rivalry, they completely detest each other. Now Austin going to escape the cage and win the match.
Finally, mercifully, it will be over. Mr. McMahon won't have to absorb any more punishment.
Hey, look at McMahon.
What?
I cannot believe the double middle fingers, and Austin's not going to stand for it.
Let's face it, Vince hates Stone Cold Steve Austin. Oh no, Austin's coming back to punish Mr. McMahon some more.
I guess a double whammy's enough to risk losing the match by going back into the steel cage. But that's the risk you gotta take. You gotta be willing to do whatever in order to make it to the WrestleMania match.
Has waited for this day, JR, and it's finally here. He's gonna finish off Mr. McMahon. Here comes the stunner!
Stunner! to Mr. McMahon. My gun team.
Oh gosh. I actually have seen this match, I think on YouTube or something.
This is a massive human being. Right. He's a giant. His appendix scar's 4 feet long.
If you don't know who this is, they called him the Giant back then, but it's actually the old character that Big Show used. He's Big Show now, but he used to be called the Giant back in WCW and early WWE. So that's who that is right there.
McMahon wants White, this giant, to break Austin into
His name is actually Paul White, but he's called the Giant. See, he's trying to throw him. I guess he's trying to throw him over or slam him against the side. But he's landing through the door. Anyway, that's the end of this episode. As you see, Stone Cold Steve Austin defeats Mr. McMahon in a steel cage match to go to WrestleMania. So if you liked it, like, comment, and subscribe. And see you in the next one.
Too big. To fail. But there is always a plan B.
You see, I have this all figured out.
The goal, to weaken the rattlesnake.
6 days from WrestleMania, Austin has to take on the Big Show.
Physically and psychologically.
Allow me to introduce the most electrifying champion ever.
There ain't no way Stone Cold will ever beat The Rock.
But cornering a rattlesnake
Stone Cold Steve Austin has been jerked around long enough.
has consequences.
You are looking at the next champion, and that's the bottom line for Stone Cold